This is the day the Lord has made.
Let us rejoice and be glad in it.
At the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month in 1980, the guns finally fell silent. It marked the end of World War I. Many of our parents and grandparents will know some people in our family who died in the First or Second World War. Some of our parents will know of somebody who died in more recent conflicts. Some of us will personally know of someone who died in Iran or Afghanistan or Bosnia. The terrible consequences of the war have continued to be felt. We have parades, services, moments of reflection, and services like today. People also wear a poppy as a show of support and remembrance to the fallen.
This year we celebrate 75 years since the end of the war in 1945, and we will remember the British and Commonwealth forces who fought in the war and freedom their service and sacrifice gave us, all the people who lost their lives in the service to their country, all the people who rebuilt the country after the war, and all the people who given service and sacrifice today.
We remember the service and sacrifice of the armed forces from the UK, the Commonwealth and the countries who fought alongside us, our allies, in the First and Second World War, in the Falklands, Kosovo, Afghanistan, Iraq and more. We remember all those who supported them, those who worked in munition factories, women who took on jobs to keep their country running, the men and women of the resistance.
For those who loved them, in death as in life, often the distress of our grief and the sadness of our loss, may God give peace.
God give peace.
For all members of the armed forces, we are in danger this day. Remembering family, friends and all who pray for their safe return, may God give peace.
God give peace.
For civilians, women, children and men, whose lives are disfigured by war or terror, calling to mind and penitent the anger and hatred of humanity, may God give peace.
God give peace.
We remember and thank the British and the Commonwealth forces who fought in the war and the freedom their service and sacrifice give us. We remember and thank all those who died during the war. We remember and thank all those who rebuilt the country after the war. Remember and thank all those who served today.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
When you go home, tell them of us and say, for their tomorrow, we gave our today.
We are grateful to everyone whose service and sacrifice help protect our freedom and safety today.
Flanders fields, the poppies blow, between the crosses row and row, that mark our place and in the sky, the lark still bravely singing. Flies, scarves, haired, amid the guns blow. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders field. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torches be you, too long and high. If ye break faith with us and die, we shall not sleep through poppies grow in Flanders field.
If a soldier heard the last post, it meant that they had returned from battle and were safe for that night. These brave men went to war to fight for our rights and our freedoms. When I say brave men, I look at the pictures of the men that went to war, and they are no more than boys. I am stunned to see the faces of children looking back at me. Children who could quite easily be sitting in a year 9, a year 10 or a year 11 classroom. I reflect on the fact that there are 720 children in St Hild's, and in World War I, you could have all been killed in less than 2 minutes. So we remember and respect their sacrifices, and the sacrifices of the many men and women that continue to fight for our rights and our freedom. So we remember. We remember those who left never to return. We remember those who returned changed forever. And we remember those who still fight for our rights and our freedoms. At St Hild's Church of England School, we remember.